What do you mean by an acid? Yes?
She is muted.
She is muted. Emelina, now tell me, what do you mean by acid?
Acids means
Okay, you tell me what is the taste of an acid? Tell me.
we cannot taste the acid is like what is it? Like
We cannot taste. I am asking you what is the taste of an acid, okay?
it's
Okay. It's a
Ma'am, can
so.
I say?
Can I say?
Wait, children. So you already did not do any activity what I said. If you know the activity, then you would have told me correctly. Okay. Next person who said, who is going to say?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, also. Angelia.
ma'am,
Okay, Aditya, you mute it. Aditya, you mute it. Okay. Now tell me who knows what is the Okay, Gauri.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the answer. Others mute it. What is the taste of an acid?
Salt.
It's sour. Okay. Parvati, what is the taste of a base? What is the taste of a base? Bitter. Okay. And Anusha. Anusha, are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Sour in taste. And one more characteristics acid is having. That is, what is that word? Acid is sour in taste and they are, what is that word? It gives a burning sensation. What is the word we use for it? You remember that word?
Chemical nature.
Huh?
Chemical nature.
No, it's a chemical nature. Carlin, acidic. Can you tell me? Acid is sour in taste and also it give a burning sensation. I taught you. What is that word called for it?
Corrosive.
Corrosive. Correct. Okay, corrosive. Okay. Acid is corrosive. Similarly, our what you call kerosene is corrosive. Okay, corrosive means it will give burning sensation and at the same time it catch fire. Similarly, acid also will catch the fire. Okay, so that is also one more meaning for corrosive. Not only it gives a burning sensation, at the same time it also will give us if you it will catch the fire very fast. Okay, so that is a thing. And afterwards we already learned about 1 minute. Already we learned neutral. What do you mean by neutral substances? Tanmay, can you give me what do you mean by the word neutral substance?
Hello, ma'am.
What do you mean by neutral substance? Do you know?
Containing nutrient.
Oh, no, no. Okay, shall I ask to Isa? What do you mean? What do you mean by neutral substance, Isa?
I don't know.
And no, you are becoming lazy, yeah? That's why you are sending me message like lazy message, okay? Yeah, you are lazy now, not studying. Not studying properly, yeah? Ishal, tell me, what do you
No,
mean
no,
by...
ma'am. Did you take all this in the last class?
Yeah, I just mentioned, I think.
No,
What
did you take all
oh,
this in the
ma'am,
last class?
ma'am, yes,
Ma'am, you haven't.
that time
You haven't
network was
taken all
low, so
this
we
for
didn't
us.
understand properly.
All
Yeah.
of you listen first. Mute your audio. Last class we had a class test. Before that, I have started ASIF. I remember that. Last
Yes,
You
ma'am.
just
We
class,
said about the
started
taste
the
of the acids, and then you
and
mentioned
the table. And the table.
okay.
5.1.
Okay, okay, heard. So that's what. So I have just started. So I am giving you little more revising. How much you heard? I should know now. Okay. If you don't know what is neutral substance, we'll repeat once again. Don't worry. Okay.
The solution.
Okay, children. Yeah. So read the Ishal. Read that which is in the green letter. What do you mean by neutral substance? Read that. What is that?
A neutral substance is something right in the middle, is not quite an acid and not quite a base.
Okay, so what do you mean by they are not quite an acid and not quite a base? That means they don't have acidic nature and as well as base nature. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, basic nature. So that is a neutral substance. Neutral means it is, I am very neutral. When someone scolded me, no, neutral means there is no reaction on your face. That's the meaning of the word neutral. So neutral substance means they are very harmless one. If you touch a neutral substance, nothing will happen, just like a water. Okay, if you touch water, nothing will happen to you. So that is meaning neutral substance. So all the substances divided into three, that is acid, base and neutral. Acid already we just said that, and this acid and bases have been again divided into concentrated and diluted. It is again divided into concentrated.
Your sound is breaking. Your voice is breaking.
Ma'am.
Ma'am is not there.
I'm stuck.
I am just shifting my face. Okay, that's all. Okay, children. Maybe next day onwards we can have the class in the school. Now I am in containment zones. That's why I'm not going to the school. Okay. Okay, children. So it can be concentrated and diluted. What do you mean by concentrated? 1 minute.
Ma'am,
They can
the acids are
mixes.
Okay. I'll write the spelling. Okay. Concentrated. Concentrated means they are strong. Yeah, strong. Correct? Yeah. Diluted means weak. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see it. I hope so. The slide. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
See,
So, concentrated means strong, weak. Diluted means weak. How we dilute? By adding water or mixing some base with it. Acid and base. Yeah. When acid and base you mix together, sometimes either acid become diluted or base become diluted. Sometimes you put 1 drop of a base in the acid. It cannot be neutralized sometimes. Okay, if you add more, it may neutralize. Okay, so usually to make it diluted, we add water. Water means not the water from the well and all, distilled water. In chemistry, all the experiment we do with distilled water. We'll do with the distilled. Okay, what do you mean by the word distilled? Distilled means there is no other atom inside, only pure water, hydrogen and oxygen. There is no potassium, no magnesium, nothing. See, the water what we get from our well and from our tap, it is not only hydrogen and oxygen, it also contains minerals, because we know minerals are for our body, correct? So especially in the well water and the river water has a lot of minerals. It's a healthy water. Actually, it is a healthy water if there is no garbage inside and out. Our well water and the river is a pure water, but it contains lots of minerals which required by our body. Clear? Distilled water means they remove all these minerals. So distilled means pure water. Distilled means pure water. Yeah, pure water, that means without any minerals. Why without any minerals? Can anyone tell me why it is without minerals?
ma'am.
Aditya, okay, now you speak. Only Aditya speak now. Others mute it. What is your idea? Without minerals means what?
Ma'am, the water with only carbon dioxide and
Aditya, water has H2O, only hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon dioxide means it's poisonous, no? We can't have carbon dioxide, correct? Hydrogen and oxygen, correct? Okay. So without minerals means the water which contain only hydrogen and oxygen, it does not have any other elements like potassium, calcium, magnesium, nothing like that. Clear? So it is distilled water. So usually for diluting an acid, we add distilled water. We cannot add any other water. Why? Because they can react. Magnesium and the water will react. Sodium and water can react. So when you dilute an acid, we add only distilled water. Okay. But some chemical reaction, we add a little base in order to get new substance. In order to get a new substance. New substance. But sometimes when you add the base, it gets neutralized. Okay. That also can happen. So it depends upon the nature of the substance. Sodium has one nature, hydrogen has another nature, oxygen has another nature, aluminum has another nature, iron has another nature. So all these are different nature they have. So you will be studying in 9th standard periodic table. Not now, you will be studying in 9th standard about all this in detail. Okay. 8th standard also you will study only basic. But I'm just telling you this is the actually according to the nature, according to the atoms, according to the elements, their nature differs. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am.
So that is the meaning of distilled water. Okay. Now we move back to the slide again. Yeah. Now we are moving on to next thing, neutralization. So already I mentioned what is neutral substance. Now we are moving on to the process. How can you neutralize an acid and a base? So neutralization. Next heading you can write it, neutralization. Neutralization. Now what is this neutralization? Okay.
Reaction between
Yes, already in the slide I have showed you, it is the reaction between acids and base.
bases.
Yeah. The reaction between an acid and a base is called neutralization. Okay.
And water produced.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we should write
Yes.
this.
No, I will send in the notes. Okay. If you, those who want, just remember what I taught, you can just write reaction between acid and base. That's enough. No need of writing full sentence. Neutralization, just write and equal to reaction between an acid and base. That's enough. See, lecture notes means you write it in such a way for you to remember. Okay, some keywords. What are the ma'am has taught keywords? So when I ask you in the next class the question, you will give me that key points. Okay, detailed study you can do for exam. Now lecture notes you make it in a short notes for you to remember whatever I taught. Okay. Yeah. Ayan, what are you doing? Biting the nail. Huh? If you simply sit here, you feel bored. And you will look at here, look at your brother, look at your mother, all that. Clear? Read that last sentence. Read it.
The salt and water are the product on this process with addition of heat.
That's enough. That's enough. Okay. So after neutralization, what are the things we get it? Neutralization means not only acid or base is getting neutralized. Yeah. We will get salt and water. Yeah. We get. Oh, children, you mute it. Don't repeat. Okay. When I ask you, you repeat. Why no? See, I am using headset. No. So like my sound is too much loud for you. When 3-4 people talk, my ear become damn down. No, just like a drum sound will come. So my eardrum will break. So that's why we are telling to mute it. Okay. One you are hearing me only. But when all 40 of you talk, what will happen to my ear? So see that. Okay. So when I ask you, you say. So salt and water are produced on this process. What else? What else, Gogul Krishna? Salt and water are produced on this process with the, read once again. No. Read that sentence on the slide.
Salt and water are produced on the process with the evolution of heat.
Yeah, very good. Evolution of heat means not only the salt and water, when they mix, sometimes heat energy will be produced. Yeah, when acid and water, acid and base you mix, some of the bases are very strong, acid is strong. Suppose they both are strong, if you touch the test tube, usually we do it in a glass test tube, these experiments and all in the lab. If you touch the test tube, you feel warm, your fingers or anything warm. That's why it's very dangerous. Chemistry, when you do chemical experiments, you have to be very careful. Sometimes acid and base, when they mix together, it will boil by itself. Then afterwards only it may neutralize. Okay, that is the time there's a chances for us to get to some burning. Okay, so this happens in the chemistry lab and all. So usually they have their own protective dress and all that. +2 and all, they used to wear a special apron and all in order to prevent. Okay, so that is what evolution of heat energy also produce. So last what I have written in a chemical formula means when acid and base join together, you can write it in the lecture note, just simply like that. Acid plus base equal to salt plus water. Okay, maybe you can add one more point here, heat. Yeah, but all acid and base may not produce. Higher class you study. Some reaction produce heat, some reaction did not produce heat. That is okay. But generally you study produce the heat. Okay, children? Yeah. I hope this is clear to you.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, now we are moving on to next one. Next one, indicators. Next term, what we are going to, yeah. What is this kind of flower is that? You know this flower.
China rose. China rose.
Flower.
China rose.
Shoe flower.
We call
Shoe flower.
another word.
Shoe flower.
Okay, okay.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Okay, okay. See, children, hibiscus is the botanical name. Botanical name is hibiscus. Shoe flower is our English name, and this is also known by China people as China rose. For them, this is the rose. So we call it, this is as a China rose.
China rose.
Yeah. So China rose, actually for us, rose is something different. But China people, they don't have rose flower. They have hibiscus. Variety of hibiscus they have. Okay. So this is our, yes. Yes.
In Malayalam, we will call another name.
That we know. Everyone knows. What is that? What is
Chambarati.
that? Yeah. Some of them wear that on the ear. What is the meaning of that?
Mad.
Okay. Now you shut
They
your
have
mouth.
mad.
So you mute it. Okay, now clear. So some people keep on ear. We Malayali people will call it. That's the meaning of it. Okay. Yeah. So Malayalam is, you know, Tamil they call it another name. So different language are different name. But in biology we call hibiscus. In English, shoe flower, and China people call China rose. So in your book also it is indicated China rose. Some of you may not understand, ma'am, what is this China rose? So symbol our this thing. Now, what do you mean by indicators? Okay. Sriram, read that what is given last under that picture. What do you mean by indicators? Say.
He's muted.
No, he's muted. Sriram.
The substances which are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic.
Okay, so it's very clear. If you want to check a substance is acid or base, then
We
you
need to
can
use this flower.
I'll tell you how to use. You cannot use exactly like this. I'm going to explain to you how do we use. Yeah. How do we use these indicators? That is what we are going to see. So what do you mean by indicators? The substances which are used to test whether a substance is acid or base. Okay. So we have mainly 3 indicators to study. We have mainly 3 indicators to study.
Turmeric.
Yeah, yes.
Litmus.
Yeah. So we have 3 indicators here to study. And there are majority in this chapter is activity. If we are in the school, we could have showed you last class, and I have showed a mixing of acid and base in the school. Now I cannot use it. So only read the chapter and you understand. That is the only way we can do. So indicators, first one we will learn China rose. What is the use of China rose? Okay, how do we use China rose? So if I say also by doing activity only we will able to understand. Okay, otherwise there's no way for us to understand this. What do you mean by this? This thing. Okay. Second one, number 2, turmeric. That's very simple. You can do at home. Nothing like that. Very simple. If you have a turmeric powder,
Orange.
Turmeric powder. Then you have another one, litmus pepper.
Orange.
Litmus pepper we can make by ourselves with the help of China rose. Okay, I'll tell you all this. So now at home you practice all this. How do we use China?
Orange.
Orange is not a indicator. Okay, it is an acid. It contains citric acids. Yeah. In your textbook, there is a second table is given, which are the acids are present in each fruit and all that things. Clear? Okay. So these are the main indicators: China rose, turmeric powder, litmus paper. In this, China rose and turmeric powder is known as natural indicators. They are known as natural indicators.
Natural indicators.
Yeah, that we can make by ourselves. Okay, children, that's a natural indicators.
Where
Yes.
The powder is separate.
Turmeric powder is our mannal podi, what we mother uses at home, no?
Yes,
what
yes.
we put in our food, that is turmeric powder.
Yes, for color.
Not color. Why do we use turmeric powder? Because it can kill the
Antiseptic.
bacteria.
Kill the germs.
Yeah, it can kill the germs. If you cook the vegetable and all, even your mother washes, still there will be some kind of bacteria due to pesticide. You know, the people, they use lot of pesticides. Yes.
some people will bath in that.
Yeah, bathing the for what? For giving us skin a pure color. That means very fair. If you want to become fair, the girls know it. They can mix with the turmeric powder as a paste and put it on the face. Then after some time you wash this, they look fair. Especially the people, those who are out of Kerala, no? Tamil Nadu,
like
UP,
a yellow color only. The face.
Yellow color means it's a turmeric powder. Your mother always put in your food. You go and check how it is. Okay. So usually outside of Kerala, people use too much turmeric powder to put, especially Tamilians. You know, Tamilian, they put a lot of turmeric powder on their face because they are very black. You know, they are dark. By birth, they are dark because there is a culture, Dravidian. They are Dravidian. That's history. Anyway, I'm not going for that. So by birth, their color is little dark. Everyone. So they use lot of turmeric powder to become fair. Okay. We also use when wedding is taking place. The bride will, before previous day of wedding, they used to put lot of
Haldi.
haldi. In Hindi, we call it haldi. And you know, some of you Muslims, Anand and all, you know it, no? In your
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
cousins and all, you have some haldi before the wedding. You have some customs like that. Correct? Putting haldi
Yes,
and all.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So haldi means it is a turmeric. We put turmeric. Your mama's uncle and all put haldi. Okay. We go back to the China rose. So I am going to give you an activity. How could you make China rose an indicator? Okay. What you will do means, if you have a shoe flower at home, take five or six shoe flower, put in the cold water in a tumbler. Keep it aside for 4 hours or 5 hours. After some time, when you look at that, you will see your water is turned into purple color. Water is turned into
Purple color.
color. Yeah. So now what you do? You strain it. You strain the flower and take that water. Then take that water and take vinegar, vinegary. Then you take the surf water. Take 2, 3 like this. Vinegar, baking soda.
What is surf water?
Surf is our washing powder. Okay.
Surf
Then, yeah, sir. Tido. Surf excel, Tide, what you call Ariel.
Sunlight.
wheel.
Yes, all these are bases. All type of washing powder are what they are base. And vinegar is an acid. Your lemon juice is an acid. Suppose you take vinegar, lemon juice, and the soap water. These 3 you take it. Take in a 3 different tumbler or water. Little you take it, and you pour this China rose water into each one. When you pour it, you will see some of them will turn into red color, some of them turn into blue color. Correct? So which is turning into red color will be acid. If you put this China rose into one of the acid, if that acid turn into red color, then we can identify it is an acid. Otherwise, it is a base. Base
Ma'am, can you
will
repeat
give
it
you
again?
blue color. Take petals of 5 to 6 flower. Put it in the cold water. And keep it aside for 4 to 5 hours.
In
After
fridge.
some day you look at not fridge, outside enough. Yeah. Then you take glass tumbler because that is easy to identify you don't put the water. Correct? Don't put the water.
Okay, ma'am.
Lime we should take how much?
Soap powder we have to add water, right?
Soap water you
How
take
much teaspoon?
2 teaspoons enough. One. 2
And lime,
teaspoon
how
water
much?
is enough. One lime.
And
One lime.
the glass.
Eager.
Don't put water. Use a tumbler, glass tumbler. Okay, then you will able to see the color. If you take the steel tumbler, you may not able to see the color. Okay, take the glass tumbler, pour 2 spoons of vinegar, then another tumbler, 1 full lime juice, and soap powder 3 tablespoons enough. Put thick soap water. Then pour this hibiscus water into 3. Suppose if the color of the vinegar or the lemon juice turn into red, then we identify it is an acid. Now you know they are acid, but in case we don't know, how do we identify? Clear? Okay,
Yes,
children?
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so now time up. Do it and then let me know.
Okay,
Get me the feedback.
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
I don't have. Okay, discuss.